It's been a while. Does anyone remember what happened last time on D&D?
Last time on D&D, we fought a big pussy.
We didn't fight. We
Yeah.
coerced a giant
I
pussy.
just wanted to say that. Uh, yeah, it was Thundercats Ho last time. Lots of cat petting,
Heavy pussy petting.
heavy petting.
You
Ended with us
guys.
having a one of those street performers that plays cards for you.
Three-card Monty. You doing you guys?
3-card Monty.
You guys are in the city of Diz. Ostensibly, you're supposed to be getting out of here. But so far, you've just been gallivanting around having fun. Uh, One of the fun things is the arena, which you signed up for. Um, you've been sort of, maybe not cheated exactly. I don't think you can cheat in the city of Diz. It's illegal, but uh, definitely messed around. When you were first introduced, you weren't exactly told all what was happening, and the parameters of the first fight weren't told to you until the second you got into it. Literally, as soon as the cat jumped out and began its rampage.
As soon as the cat was out of the bag.
Uh, you guys overcame. You made a friendly cat. I don't think we ever gave it a name. We'll deal with that later if it ever comes up. On to the second test of skill. A devil in a sort of dapper suit, an eyeglass, brings out a large table, and in it he has a dice bag, which he sits down in a chair, and a hush falls over the crowd, and they're watching intently, like the World Series of Poker or something. He bids you sit down to begin the test of wit.
How many chairs
This
are
is
there?
an arena thing?
Yes.
Oh my.
How many chairs are there? Are we playing musical chairs?
They brought enough for you.
Oh fuck.
As long as it's wisdom, if it's intelligence, I'm screwed.
I'm
Yeah,
screwed in
me
this
too.
either way.
All right, well, we sit down.
The large demon is purple colored ish, sort of a purple black, and his um, wings are leathery like a bat's. He unfurls what looks like a dice bag to you, and out of it roll a bunch of shaped bones, each one having a symbol marked on one side that glows with energy. And he begins to explain the conditions. We're not literally playing a card game here, but you'll have to do some rules. The objective of the game is to score points, which you do depending on what you roll. Um, you have some options here. The goal is to have the highest cumulative score to beat the ante, sort of like in poker. And you'll roll 2d6 to determine what you roll with the demonic bones. But there's a couple of things that make this more complicated. Rolling the dice has a risk. If you land on a bad rune, you may be hurt or worse. The option here is to let the demon roll the dice. He will tell you what you rolled, and you will have to suss out if he's being honest or not.
Mm.
Are there any
So,
other stipulations for this?
there are 3 rounds. Each one has different rules. You start off with the very basic one, which is like rolling a dice and seeing what happens to you. We want to start with someone rolling a 2d6 to get things going.
I can.
Give me your
I've
two
got two.
numbers. One at a time, please.
Okay. First one's a 3.
Gotta find my dice.
Joshi rolled the rune of deceit,
Oh
represented by a
fuck!
twisted, laughing face. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy!
Joshua.
Oh, 27.
No,
Almost a nat 20.
Sweet Jesus.
I had no help in that.
you're
Yep.
fine. A
You rolled the second one.
yeah, a marker in the air. 1 second. Let me
Okay.
calculate things. A marker in the air above the table where
Recalculating.
everyone can see materializes and goes from 0 to 1. Next
Okay.
roll, please.
Hang on, I'm getting clickety clacks out of the bottom of a
It's going to
fucking
be a 6.
backpack.
The rune of triumph, represented by a radiant ascending star.
That sounds a lot better than deceit.
Mm-hmm.
So far.
You may increase your next roll by +5.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
anything in general forever. Just your next roll.
okay.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, though.
That one's not as good, but it's 14.
As the power flows through you from this rune, you are a bit overtaxed by triumph. Take 3d8 fire damage from within.
What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
How much? 3d8?
3d8. You can roll that for me, please.
Okay.
And
Wow.
is the game that we
3
all
fire
have
damage.
to roll?
Oh, nice. You rolled 3 ones?
I rolled 3 fucking ones.
Dude.
So is the game that we all have to roll?
He is going to determine that, and he rolls a dice himself, which I roll a dice now. Yes. The illuminated numeral counter above you all goes up by 3 to 4. He rolls a dice himself. He looks at you when he says round 1 continues. You feel your lack of knowing the rules and what exactly is happening is not an accident, it is on purpose. Would someone like to roll?
Yeah, I'll roll.
Now, that was just to learn it. You can have the option of letting him roll, and he takes the boon and the bane, but he can also lie.
Right. Yeah, I'll just roll.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's gonna let him roll.
4.
4 is the mark of doom,
Oh,
represented
Oh,
by a
God.
black broken crown. You can lose all your points or take a dire mark of doom.
what does the dire marker do?
You will
We
be
don't
punished.
know.
You don't know.
Can I converse with everybody to ask them what they think I should do?
Of course. You can
Guys,
also influence this game as much as your imagination wills it, including interacting with the guy, the trying to use magic, anything. Don't let me stop you.
Well, I'll tell you. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah. We're
Is
at
there
4
any way
points
that-
right now.
Is there any way that I could use that +5 for him?
You don't know if he needs to roll anything yet.
Yeah.
So our options are either you take something very dire, or we lose our 4 points, presumably.
Exactly.
I say we take the dire mark of doom.
Punishment or lose our 4 points.
It'd be funny if it just means you lose 4 points.
The point counter goes down by 1,
Son of a bitch.
having rolled this, sitting at 3. As such,
So it's
roll
just
me
one.
3d6 patches.
So it's just one, and he takes some damage.
6, 6, and 1.
13 days. For 13 days, you have disadvantage on all saving throws.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Rune matching the rune on the bone appears on your body. I'll let you choose where. As a blackened tattoo, a black broken crown.
I
Well,
guess
all right
The
then.
one.
my right hand.
Okay.
Nah, dog. Between the eyebrows, like you're just in jail.
No.
Yeah, but it looks like a unibrow from the distance. You know?
Son of a bitch! I'd have lost the 4 points over that. Good God.
Well, I don't know what happens if we lose all of our points.
All I know is you're gonna fucking die the next time you make a saving throw.
It's gonna be bad. Yeah.
Another roll, please.
3.
Okay. Let me see. Deceit, represented by a twisted, laughing face, and you rolled the reward face. Interesting.
Wow.
You may re-roll a die. So next time you roll anything, you may re-roll it once.
You mean you
Okay.
damn, you can't
The
re-roll what
points
you
Very
just
goes
useful.
rolled?
back up 1 to 4.
All right.
I said we let him roll one.
No guts, no glory, James.
The game
Yeah,
continues
I agree.
till its final round. You want to let him roll the final one?
What do you say, John?
All right. Pitch, I am not too sure on this, but I don't want to give him the upper hand either. And
He
right
might get
now,
the lower hand right up his
yes.
ass.
Well, Mage Hand is a fickle bitch. I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm gonna roll a d20, James.
All right.
All right. Odds, we get it. We'll do it. Evens, he'll do it. I want you to call it out.
I'm super in favor of that. Odds for us.
It is a 6.
Yep, that's him.
The demon takes the collected bones. You see him grab 2 of them, roll them expertly in his hand. He rolls them on the ground, slamming his hand down on them where anyone could see.
Why do you grab 2 when you're supposed to do 1?
1 at a time, 2 total.
Hmm.
So let me know if you guys have any, want to put anything on the stack.
Hmm.
Takes
So,
1 dice from under his hand, looks at it, skillfully keeping it from your eyes. He says, he takes off his glasses and looks at you all in the eyes, stoically. He says, "This is a good one. The rune of victory."
What the fuck?
I don't believe you.
Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna do an insight
How
check.
you gonna suss them out? Okay, insight, sure.
By yelling horseshit.
Emergency meeting, sus.
Yeah,
It's going to
emergency
be
meeting.
a 19.
His face is ice, stone. Not a crack in it.
he's a Lady Gaga song.
Once she played on the radio, where she
Garrett over
actually
here
played
rolling
on the
these
radio
fucking
for
nat
years.
20s for
Yeah.
This whole thing is like poker
demons.
faces, so
Ah,
you might need something more creative.
All right. So it was the die of what?
Victory.
Die of victory. Hmm.
I haven't heard that one, but that definitely seems like that would be
You know, it's
a
a little
6. But
odd
A little
that
too on the nose.
your first roll ends up being the die of victory, and we just started.
Well, maybe you're just lucky, or maybe I'm just lucky on your behalf.
He is rolling for us, by the way, guys.
Yeah. It's not. It's yeah, getting totals, but his game is deception, not getting points.
Which means that
Does
he could
does
just
our
Or
make
telling
score
truth.
go? Does
I
our
mean, what
score go
happens
up?
if we? Garrett.
What happens if we accept it?
Oh, if you call him out for a lie, you get the benefit, but if you're wrong, you get the negative.
Basically, if we're wrong either way, we get a negative.
Well, if you're yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like.
I mean, John, can you do some social sorcery?
I don't know what social sorcery I can do. I don't have.
You
any...
can do more than fucking me.
Hmm.
I mean, you are a cleric. Do you have Zone of Truth?
Uh,
He puts a soul coin down on the table and he pushes it forward with a nailed claw. Says, "I'm telling the truth," and I'll put a soul coin on it.
oh,
I'll accept that, given the fact that talking with the uh, the betting stall, like
Hmm.
the stand and everything, and seeing how much they kind of revere it.
you trying to roll that for that?
He is telling the truth. He tried to double bluff you, but you called him. He moves his hand. It is the victory rune, a rune of a blazing infernal sword, casted in fire. Upon activating this rune, you guys get 5d10 gold coins materializes on the table, such as the rune's power.
Somebody roll that.
Oh.
If you want to, or if you want me to.
Garrett, you roll it.
26 gold coins.
Beautiful.
Materializes out of thin air, part of the rune's magic. He tried to double bluff you, did not work for him.
No, you fucked up by betting a soul coin.
Yeah, I knew he wouldn't risk that.
Wait, do we get the soul coin?
No, we
Yeah.
didn't call him out.
Wait,
No,
who
no,
did
no.
it?
We don't get the soul coin if we don't call him out on his bluff.
We did. He
Yeah.
said he was betting a soul coin that he's telling the truth, and I called him on it and said, "All right, I'll accept that," because of
Well, he was
talking
telling
to
the
the.
truth.
He was.
So that means we don't get the soul coin.
He was saying like it's like poker, you know, like I'm all in. And it's like,
Oh, okay, so
is it
we
a
do get
bluff
it?
or a double bluff or a triple bluff, you know? But he was doing a classic double bluff, thinking you guys would think he was overconfident. But he called him out on it, and we're correct. But yes, you do get
Alright,
it. And your pile of gold, your pile of
beautiful.
26 gold. Not exactly a pile, but
All right, John.
Small
Keep
stack.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Somebody add whatever my portion would be to their bag.
No, that's 26 each. He said y'all each
No, it's
get
20,
5d10.
26 total. Oh,
he rolled
alright.
again behind his hands. He says, "Ooh, not as lucky. The symbol of betrayal. It doesn't take a point, but it will cost you in other ways. I'll need one of you to become the betrayer, and another to become the betrayed."
I'm gonna do another insight check on him again.
You can try it. You can try it.
Yeah, I mean it's
Bardic
just a.
inspiration.
Oh, how much is that?
1d10.
1d10. All right,
It's
I'll
a
put that
nice fat
aside.
bonus. Roll a 10.
Okay, and then the d10 on top of it. Okay, it's gonna be 30.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He was expecting you to not expect him to do the same thing again. So he is telling the truth.
Uh,
So basically, we accept that he's telling the truth, but we still have to take the
You still have to
betrayer.
do the rune, but you
Okay.
don't get any negatives for being incorrect on calling him out.
What exactly does that mean? Being the betrayer and the betrayed.
Well, it always hurts getting betrayed, he says, enunciating the word hurts.
I'll be the betrayed.
Oh, how honorable of you. Who will break your heart today?
I'll be the betrayer.
A dagger materializes in your hand, and before you can even blink, you have stabbed it into Joshua.
I was gonna stab him with it anyway.
You were?
Yeah, I was just gonna do it because I was a betrayer. But cool. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
I thought you
You're a little
knew,
too into
Garrett.
this. Little too into this. Silas,
Yes, sir.
take 2d6. I'll let you roll it before I give you the really bad news.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
It's 9 damage.
So it's 6 damage total.
Oh.
It's permanent health drain.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been. Let's see. Let me go fix that.
6 health is 6 health, but damn. I smile weirdly and I'm like, oops.
Don't keep going. I'll be right back.
Oops. You smile weirdly.
Yeah.
Like,
Oopsie daisies.
yeah. With a rune of betrayal, it doesn't lower your score, only hurts you. So your score ticks up to 7, which signifies the next round of the game. You guys missed some of the worst stuff, but got some bad ones too.
You're supposed to get to 10?
7.
Okay.
The next test, he wishes away the dice bag. It floats away in a mist of embers. He says the
Yeah.
next portion you will be tested. He unfurls his hands, and dice cascade out of them as though from thin air. And he pushes one in front of each of you. And I will roll what your test will be. To play, you have the Trial of Fire. Pitch, the Trial of Shadows.
I'll
Silas,
trade with you.
the Trial of Chains. And Patches, when he gets back, has the Trial of Souls.
I have the trial of chains.
Yes. Who wants to go first?
I'll do it. I volunteer, coach. Put me in.
The lights in the arena dim, and ghostly voices begin whispering falsehood into your ear. You're being told all sorts of things. Your darkest secrets revealed to you. Any of your lingering doubts or things you might secretly feel or believe are whispered to you. Then they threaten to tell everyone. They threaten to tell you the truths you don't wish to know. They're wriggling at your brain, getting in. You take 3d6 points right off the bat.
Oh my.
What was Patrick's trial?
I bet they're all
Pile of
sixes.
souls.
Okay. I got it right. I was making a note of it.
Yeesh. That's
You're not given
11.
a lot of guidance here, Jameson. You have all these ghostly voices assaulting you. They're whispering about the life you gave up, and you'll never be back in your original body. And Kosuth has abandoned you, and you could have been happy, but you chose the horrors, and endlessly just whispering and squeezing you, and you feel the ice of these shadows on you. What do you do?
Oh, I want to go back to that volcano.
Yeah, Pitch, you chose the horrors instead of sitting down and having a family.
The
Horrors.
horrors.
Multiple horrors with an
The
extra R.
horrors.
Sorry, babe. I choose the horrors.
Jesus.
Might as well let the wife know.
I can't.
Yeah, any weakness or self-doubt is revealed as they whisper into your ears, but each truth feels like a scream. What do you do?
I don't really know if there's anything I can do.
Think outside of the box. What would Pitch do?
He'd probably start lighting himself on fire or some weird shit.
Would Pitch allow them to speak these blasphemous things about Kosuth?
Probably not.
Would the hand of Kosuth allow such treacherous things?
Insolence.
But these are just
Fucking
thoughts.
cat! Stop
They're
biting my
ghostly
toe.
spirits, and they darken the arena around you.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely
Line 'em
gonna
up.
channel divinity then.
Swords of revealing light.
Turn undead.
Okay. Give me a charisma check
Let's do it.
for your force of will. These aren't like real creatures you're turning.
It is quite low. It's a 9.
Your fiery light bathes against the darknesses encompassing you, and they push back for a moment. You hear these otherworldly screams, and they swarm back in quickly as you fight your fiery purge against their ghostly lies. Take more 3d6 more. What do you do?
Golly. It's 12.
Do it again.
I do it again.
I cast Banish.
It ain't broke. Don't fix it.
Hang on, I'm rolling a real fucking dice. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's a dirty 20.
You use your left hand.
I use it right.
Hmm?
You erupt in a chasm of angry flames, a pillar of these bright orange-white flames that go beyond fire and beyond heat. You push back the darkness away from you, not allowing any self-doubt or weakness or self-reflection, perhaps, for a couple of things.
Blasphemous spirits.
Yeah. And you cast them back away from you, leaving you alone in the arena. Well, not alone. Alone with the without the spirits. Your friends look at you, confused as you just burst into a pillar of flame, seemingly for no reason. But the demon takes your rune that he put in front of you and crushes it in his hand, some bony dust falling out of his fingers. You passed.
Let's see what these chains are.
Chains burst from the ground and walls, latching you in a vice-like grip. They cut into your body, razor sharp hooks, barbed hooks, fishing their way into your skin, eager to not be pulled out ever again. Take 6d6 of damage.
Your name is now Alice.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
That's going to be 4 so far. So 4, 7, 16 points of damage.
More of a physical challenge than a mental one, your body is thus more physically taxed. The chains wrap around you. You're not sure if they're real or not, and you don't have time to be as they squeeze you and cut into you. What do you do?
So, and it's basically this. Okay, so they're hooking into my skin. At that point, I am going to see. I'm looking through my shit. I'm gonna pop Wings Unfurled. And shit. I'll use a key point to do Step of the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
And with all that extra power and force, I'm just going to try to force my way out of them.
Oh, cool. I think an athletics check for that.
All right. Good thing that I am proficient in athletics.
If you weren't, I'd have some questions.
Okay. 26.
Pretty good. That is 1 degree of success. Don't worry about it. You jump high into the air like a Greek myth. The chains, for 1 second, feel like they won't buckle under your immense strength, but then they rip from the walls, away from the grounds, into a shattering display of sparks and hot metal. They disappear as soon as they appeared, into nothing. Your wounds looking quite real, though. You take 2d6 from the unhooking of these chains by force. But with your brilliant display, the crowd is throwing gold coins at you.
Is this a vision or is this for real?
The crowd is real.
You don't
The chains
know.
are
Okay.
not real. You did break them. Yeah.
I
Perfect.
think he's talking about the gold.
No, the gold's real. They throw. You could spend more time picking through the sand if you wanted, but initially you get an 18 gold reward for your high display. Crowd cheers loudly at this event, whereas Pitch took maybe a moment to collect himself. You leaped into the air, and even a second, and the chains made this cracking, snapping sound, as though it was an affront to you to even be tied down like that for a second.
Nobody ties dwarf down.
Who's next?
I guess that would be me.
In the meantime, I'm just going to kind of go to the side, and I'm going to use 2 of my charges for healing pool or for lay on hands, and give me 10 health.
Gotcha. The Trial of Fire souffle.
Yeah, why did I get that one?
Look, I've been in the kitchen.
The demon snaps his fingers, and souffle, you notice a crack open under your feet, just wide enough that you have to step your feet under, and you see bubbling lava coming from below.
Oh
He
God!
says,
It's
"You
like
must
pitch.
endure this with no flinching whatsoever. Show your strength and your temperament." Anything you want to do to get ready? You got like a second.
Yeah. Let me see if there is anything I can do. Which I don't think there is. You know what? Just to be a saucy bitch. I'm gonna look him dead in the face. And sorry. And say, it's not really as hot as you think it is, isn't it? And I cast suggestion on him.
To what?
I don't know if it was gonna do anything, just to do it. Just maybe see,
Okay.
maybe because he's controlling the trials.
It's your DC.
What are you suggesting?
Wisdom 18. This is suggesting that it's not as hot as he's
Oh,
portraying it to be.
Hmm.
that is interesting.
Wouldn't that make him want to make it hotter, though?
I don't know.
Are you a masochist?
I guess if the suggestion is true, then he's gonna go, yes, it isn't.
Yeah,
I'll heat it up for you.
it was to play on his buff that it's super hot, and it's like, no, it's not as hot as you're making it to be.
with you. I'm with you. Maybe with the confidence of a psychic effect, maybe it'll help the dice somewhere along the lines. It bubbles up on your feet, rises as though it was in a container, even though you're just standing there. Some mysterious force. It eats away your shoes and your boots onto your leggings, and you feel your skin boiling and bubbling. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. You feel the need to scream.
Let me check something right fast. All right. Whew, 13.
You take 5d6
No,
of
fuck.
damage. As it rises up and up, you feel the scream coming from in your chest, deep within your lungs, an unavoidable, irresistible scream of agony as the lava eats through your bones, liquefying them quickly. One more time, a Constitution saving throw, unless you have some other thing going on.
You
Stifle
know,
your creativity.
uh,
Are they
yeah,
all one?
yeah. I'm gonna move my feet closer together, kind of move my legs and feet closer together, like
Okay.
touching, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation at my
Okay.
like from my knees down because it's a 1 cubic foot of non-living material, and I'm going to chill it.
Hmm. Don't think prestidigitation can chill lava. I don't think that's a thing. And it's fake magic lava.
You
I think that's
chill,
too
warm,
too
or
many
flavor up to
degrees.
1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
That's true. That's true. But it'll immediately become unchilled. It's not like an ice cube.
I mean, I
You can
see it
step on
says it
it.
lasts for an hour.
You can step on it.
Other than that, Constitution is a 16.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. I think that's fair. You're battling magic with magic, even though a little hairy. It's not real fire, but then you're using magic and you chill. It's kind of a mental game, really. But that isn't stifling the pain necessarily, as it rises up to your groin, your hips, and your stomach. Give me a Constitution save, but with advantage, as you are fighting a mental game now as well as a physical one.
15.
Ooh, not quite.
Yeah. I rolled a 13 and a 5 for my +2.
10d6 damage.
Oh, God, fuck me.
Oh
10d6. Jesus, fuck.
God. Can we help him?
Sure,
How?
you tell me.
Oh, Patch, you're back.
Yeah.
You guys get creative.
I don't have a lot of things that I can do spell wise. I
True.
don't have access.
Sometimes
Yeah.
fighters just have to watch and see what happens.
Yeah.
39 damage.
God.
Yeah, if Pitch got this one, this would be a lot better for everyone.
Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa. Garrett, question.
Yes.
I have my lava fountain boon.
Mm.
I'm resistant to fire.
That is so true.
Does this affect this?
Yes.
Okay, so that means I need to have my first one and
Mhm.
then have the one I just took.
You're like, this is nothing but a hot bath, bitch.
Okay, alright, I'm still good.
The magic protects you from a lot of it. It doesn't feel like so overwhelming. But still, it's lava at the end of the day. You feel in your head at least. You feel your organs liquefying as the hot lava pools inside you, burning you from the inside and out. Every single nerve ending of yours is pure agony, and it's reaching up, about to cover your mouth. You will simply have to tough it out unless
No, I'm
getting
not gonna
creative.
move. I'm gonna keep consistent eye contact with him.
Oh, this is the make or break. Roll me a con save.
19.
The lava pours into your mouth, and you feel your tongue turn to liquid and slide down your own throat. And,
Good
still,
Lord.
still you persist. Direct eye contact. Not a sound coming from you. And in an instant, it's all gone. Your legs are fine. Your lungs, they're fine. Your tongue, it's alright. You were standing there menacingly, having just taken this agony silently, stoically.
I've been in the kitchen.
You ever
I've been
tried
in
cooking bacon with no shirt?
I've been in Hell's Kitchen. Wow. Gordon Ramsay has nothing on this. I will kind of look around to the sides at
Mhm.
at my compatriots and kind of look around in the crowd and turn back and look him dead straight in the fucking face and slowly sit back down.
Proud. It's like, what? Oh, wow! Almost physically hear they're grimacing as the lava took you almost under, but then you just looked it right in the eyes, didn't blink. Patches,
Yep.
the trial of souls. Are you ready?
Yeah. As ready as I
Fuck 'em up.
can be.
Lost, tormented souls rise up from the floor of the arena, crying out for salvation. They come up as just as they died, some broken and beaten, some with grievous wounds, some of old age, and some of far too young. And they cry and scream, pulling at you, grabbing your legs. Um, they cry out for help and for revenge and for knowledge and for any of the numerous other things that someone would know, someone would want from the edge of the beyond. What do you do?
Um, and you said they're pulling me down.
They're just grabbing onto you and trying to pull themselves up. They're swarming you.
Um,
Some grab at you as though a suckling babe, and they raise their hands as though you were some sort of savior, and they hope for revenge or for knowledge of the beyond or from some easing of the pain from their death. But in the chaos, you feel daggers entering your body. Others hide them secretly. They stab when you're not looking. Take 3d6 damage, please. So you have this you're being crowd crushed by all these damned souls, and they're grabbing you and climbing on you. They're grabbing your arms and they're crying out. But some are deceivers.
all
What
right,
do you
I'm gonna
do?
start slinging them off of me.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna help him up.
Flinging them off. That sounds strength check, maybe.
Get the fuck off me.
The fuck away from me.
Don't fucking touch
very
me.
Patrick move. Yeah.
17.
That's good. That's good. Uh, yes. The crowd cheers as you harden your heart to these, even though some are deceptive. You throw off the innocent and the guilty all at once. It seems to be a acceptable path, but the ruthless nature of it might have some consequences. You buy a little time for yourself, and you have room now. They're sort of at your mercy. What do you do?
Um, can I tell the ones that are deceivers from the ones that are not?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, and I'm gonna use my reroll for this one.
Sure.
'Cause I have it because it's the disadvantage.
Got advantage.
That is 26 plus 8,
34.
24.
Yes. You see the betrayers' faces contort, and their false uh, grievances revealed to be uh, hurt, hurtful intent. The demonic visages revealed as non-real, uh, poor souls. You can see them in the crowd of things sticking out like sore thumbs. Now that you know what to look for, what do you do?
Swing on them.
Cut them down.
Cut them
Give
down.
me attack rolls.
These hands are rated E.
How many attack rolls?
However many you got.
Oh,
He's got like 6, doesn't he?
I get 3 attacks per action. Why is it not letting me?
Did we just see him swinging at
Yeah.
the air?
No, the crowd's involved in this one.
22,
Oh, is he slaying the crowd?
27,
No, they're like spirits.
and 30.
Did see Patrick jump in the stands and start murdering people?
22, 27, and 30.
Now what to do with you? You did a cold action and then a not so cold action. Both successful. I think that evens out. I won't punish you nor give you the boon. Yeah, you cut them down. You have sussed out the correct path, kind of choosing a middle path, not being cruel to the needy, nor being overly, compassionate. Call it even.
It's giving him a swift send off.
You made your
Yeah.
own path.
Pretty much. I think it's fitting.
You could be extra compassionate in that one, and you get a boon for it, or you could be extra bad and you get a boon for it. Kind of in the
Okay.
middle though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna tell you to help him up.
But if you failed, that could be bad though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't need to be making any fucking saving throws, so he made the right choice.
Yeah.
That's so true, because you would have had to.
Yeah.
All
he made
right,
the right choice.
round 2 of the game is complete.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck, John?
He has one last offer for you. Seeing your interest with soul coins, pulled out a bag. Feels heavy. These are soul coins. I'll give you these if you simply walk away.
Walk away
Insight.
from the arena?
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20 insight.
He is telling the truth. Maybe not the whole truth, but it is mostly the truth.
How
not
many
sure
soul
what
coins are in that bag?
I was about to say he's gonna give us the bag, but it's not full of soul coins.
He says, I'm not
I-
sure, and he grips the bag like a ball sack. He says, it feels heavy though.
I do the same thing.
They may be soul coins, but who says that they're charged? No deal.
They could all be charged. This
They
the
could
most
be.
valuable.
We're standing
Mistake.
right in front of him, right?
This could be the most valuable mistake you've ever made. Yes,
It
you
could be, but
Oh,
this
he's
could
about to
also
roll
be the
wisdom
most
18.
valuable.
I command him to drop it.
Oh my god.
are. Let me get on. Let me roll it in public so I don't get any accusations of cheating.
I would never accuse.
I mean, we are in Diz.
Oh, true. This is like a game. It doesn't have the same exact rules, but he rolled 23.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he passes.
Very cute, Angel. You think you're the first one?
I'll be the last one, bitch. Let me cut him. Let me cut him.
You seem very willing to give us this bag. Again, no deal.
My job is to win, not to keep the arena wealthy or any of our benefactors wealthy.
Exactly. You want to win. Hence why you're trying to make us take a trade-off.
Pay
Again,
you off.
third time, no deal.
Whoa. Silas. Let's think about
Hang on now.
this.
Hang on.
Let's think about
Let's think
this.
about this.
Why don't we make it interesting? If we win, we get half the bag instead.
But you're gonna try anyway in the next round, so
Oh, you're
it
right,
doesn't help him any.
but who's to say that if we don't win, we don't get anything? But if we
You
do
wouldn't get
win,
anything anyway if you lost. You know
I
what I
was
mean?
about to say.
I don't know.
Or
There's
we could
no
take the
benefit
whole
for him
bag.
in that.
Or we could promise to take the whole bag from your fucking corpse in the streets whenever we get out of here. I would take the deal, little demon.
Oh shit.
He's a very big demon, but
I could sprinkle intimidation on the little.
I'm just saying, if we do win, because there's always a chance of us losing. If we lose, we lose. We don't get anything. If we win, we do get half the bag. We got to
How does
proceed to the
that-
next round anyway. That's the goal.
I see
how does
what
that
you're
benefit
saying,
me in any
Silas.
way? Says the demon.
And I'm gonna play off of those words of Souffle. I'm gonna be like, you do have a point there, Silas. This man, he isn't a betting man, though. And I want to try to
Mm.
deception him if I can do that at advantage since I'm working off of Souffle.
Sure.
I think that goes.
I mean, I was trying to persuade him.
He's just a little bitch. He would never do something
He
like
would
that.
never do that.
Where's my other fucking D20? Because the only other D20 I have on my desk is either spend downs or my high variance dice. So he's going to have to roll this one twice.
Trust, I've seen
Okay.
how many dice you have. The fact that you only have one is a fucking travesty.
It is.
18. I mean, I have like 4 spin downs on my desk, and then
Oh,
I
why
have
don't you just grab
3.
the curse die?
I have
You
3
still
high
have them.
variance. Oh my god! I beat him by 1.
Didn't a kind of an imposed role. You've definitely piqued his interest with the betting, but he's not getting anything from the bet. Like, you guys will still compete and you might win or you might lose. If you lost, bet withholding, you just lose. But now that if you win, you get an extra bonus on top. So what does he get from any of this? He's definitely willing to bet and meander, but what's his
Oh, he
What's
gets plenty.
he gets to
He
keep
just
his
said
fingers?
he gets no. He gets his reason for winning. He just wants to win. That's what he gets is the win, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
winning
That's his
for
whole
him
point.
is you guys quitting the arena to win.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. If he gave me an actual bag of soul coins, I'd leave right now.
Well, you don't know what's in it, but you never know.
that's sort of the.
That's what I'm saying.
What's the negatives, guys? If we walk away right now,
You have to fight in the next round of the arena, which you may lose or may win.
Oh, if we're fighting the next round, if we're actually throwing hands,
No.
again,
No.
y'all know what my vote is.
Yeah, but if we're fighting that fucking robot, that
Mm.
thing's gonna be
Hold
ridiculous.
on.
Oh, that's
Hold
true.
on. Hold on. if we lose, I offer you one single item. If we win, we take that half bag of soul coins, and you can do whatever you want with the item if you win. And I will reach into my bag and I will pull out a certain scroll.
He he steps back in revulsion and horror, the aura of it making him sick. He says, "Put that away! What are you talking about?"
No,
He doesn't like it.
you mean you don't
He
want
doesn't
this
like
to
it.
pawn off and use in your nefarious schemes of your leisure and your delusion?
I play an even game here, sir. Get that thing away from me. It's foul.
No, whoa! Even game, you just tried to double bluff us earlier.
Yeah, how
How
about
is
we
that
bluff
even?
you into giving us that fucking bag or we open the scroll, bitch?
Jesus
No,
Christ.
he does have a point, and I start to kind of
Oh,
unthread
my hand's
the twine a
slipping.
little bit.
You'll be banned forever, demon lovers.
As
You'll be
demon
kicked out of
lovers,
Diz.
I
I
don't give a
assure
fuck. You
you,
think I want to be here?
I did not come across this by want at all.
Your mere possession of it.
You don't think I've tried giving this away? You don't think I haven't tried using it as a bartering system of any way?
Well, I don't
How about
want it.
this? How about this? You give us the bag now, or I will open it for you.
Damn.
The arena has started into a chaos of people are the demons are flapping their wings and screaming and yelling. They can smell, almost see the abyss on this artifact, their arch enemy. You've sort of brought a powerful relic right into the center of their home, and everyone's yelling and screaming. They're throwing rocks and throwing trash at you.
I'll lean in
Um,
closer. I assure you, we're here to fight the same thing that this scroll is made of. Now you have an option. Either give us the coin, you succeed and we win the coin either way, or I open this scroll up and face it towards you.
Damn, it got dark all of a sudden, guys.
he's gonna talk to his manager.
You leave this
Oh,
table.
don't be a Karen.
Oh god, he's
This
gonna
has gotten
talk to
quickly
his
above
manager.
his pay grade.
You leave this table. You are conceding the match and we win.
No, I don't know if those are the rules. I don't think that was ever said. You can't just like name
No,
rules now.
you just asked us to leave and you win. You leave, we win.
You
You
meant,
are
like, win.
shooting it straight, aren't you?
Yeah, not exactly. From the skybox,
Jesus
A woman.
Christ, John.
jumps down. The crowd goes silent as the lady of the fucking what's that fancy ass name for this place?
I don't know.
The
Coliseum.
Agora. The Agora.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The marketplace encircling the great city of Diz. The lady of the Agora leaps down from her skybox high in the air, and the crowd silences in shock and surprise, interested in this incredible new event. The woman is almost chameleon-like in that she has complete control of her appearance, down to the atom. Um, she changes form on a whim. You see her facial features and even her dress, jewelry, constantly change from nightmarishly ugly to peerless beauty, to your own faces, to the faces of your friends, a constant ebb and flow, never keeping one form for too long. She walks up, And the big demon poker player goes to one knee. And he says, my lady, the demon lovers in our midst. They consort with the enemy, the archfiend. She looks to you, and she says, what is the meaning of all this? With her ever-changing face.
I would tell her the truth.
Yeah, I agree.
Madam, if I may, he offered us coin in order for him to win. He wanted to shoot it straight for us. We caught him on his bluff earlier, so I upped the ante by bluffing him. Now, our purpose for being here in the realms of hell are not because we are demon lovers, or side with either of each, depending on your view of the war, the one that has passed, the one that is current, or the one that may come up. Our whole purpose here was to get to have a conversation with Asmodeus. He has something that we are trying to protect from the same enemy that you have. The ones that we have fought its army in the past. This scroll is from a long time ago of our journeys, and it has plagued us. We have been hunted for it. We have protected the same anchors that are trying to protect our mortal realm.
Noble aspirations and nobler words, and you throw this artifact around to gather coin and intimidate. You see the contradiction here.
Oh no, I do see the contradiction. I'm not denying that, nor is anything I said have been a lie. This truly is the only thing of value I hold, because much of everything else is really just materialistic. But I know this particular item, this has some weight somewhere. And whatever I need to do to get to where we need to protect my realm, the one that the four of us are from, I will do whatever I need to for it. I will say I myself, I have looked at this scroll, the writing in it. I have paid a cost for that. That's why I don't wave it around so carelessly.
But for a bag of coins.
Soul coins.
Your coin is different from my coin. Now, how am I to know what your allegiances are and what your enemies are? Do I tread carefully? Yes and no. Have I
You're
done
doubting
things?
my faith in a realm without lies.
No, I am not doubting that. I'm simply telling you what my truths are. None of these have been lies. But I have not done anything to endanger myself or break the rules of your realm or break the rules of the contracts that I have made since entering here.
A technical truth. I can concede that, she says. She morphs into a perfect copy of you as she speaks to you, down to the feather, down to the stitch. And she speaks to you as you in your voice. I concede you didn't literally do anything to attack or dissuade this realm and its rulership. The threat is fairly dire. I think we could find some common ground to stand on before this gets out of hand.
Oh, we most certainly can. But I thought we were playing a game of bets and bluffs. After all, that's what he tried doing in the previous 2 rounds.
He looks to the poker master. I didn't give him a name. sort of seeing your logic, says, that's quite an anti using the power of the abyss to assuage your position. Trusting that you wouldn't have done it is asking a lot.
As I said, I've seen the horrors inside this scroll. I don't actively use it unless it's to barter in any sense. As I said, this was a game of bets and bluffs. He could have simply called me on my bluff, but he chose not to.
Yeah,
Let
I'm gonna
me.
go ahead and say that his decision to get scared is not calling the bluff.
Yeah, yeah. Convincing argument. Let me meta just for a second here, John. Remember, if there's no lies allowed here, so are you being honest in character that you wouldn't have used the scroll?
Oh
You know what I mean?
yes, yeah. No,
Okay.
I have noted this entire time. Why do you think? A lot of times, the words that I have said have been placed in a certain fashion to also give my intent of when I say it, as to not be caught up in any form of lie, like whenever we were talking to TX in the
It's a
tavern
good
when
thing
he
he
was
has
doing that.
that scroll because I'd have burned these motherfuckers to the ground.
Like calling
Yeah,
TX on
yes.
his shit and basically just kind of us talking, deciding that he's up to shit and he was trying to catch us in a lie.
Yeah, yeah. I took that at value, and I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
She or he, whatever,
They.
you looks to the card dealer and a bit of a frown on her face, on your face. Says, well, she has she sees that you aren't punished for any lies. You know, there's a divine or not so divine punishment for lying in this realm, as you all are well aware of. And as such, you don't burst into flames or explode your pancreas or anything like that. So you can only be telling the truth. She sighs in your own voice. Perhaps the gun was jumped a bit. Or, I guess there's not guns, is there? Perhaps the sword was sheathed a little too preemptively. A smell of the abyss, and things got a little crazy. I believe I concede your motion. Certainly, your victory is complete.
I facing
Works for me.
facing myself, I
Mhm.
give a slight bow and grab the scroll and put it back in my sack.
As a personal favor, I ask that you do not bring that out again.
Absolutely. I do have a question though.
Yes.
I've been carrying with me this entire time. How come no one has smelled it when it's just simply in my backpack?
Hmm.
I do not have a
it-
protective barrier around it or in any casings or anything.
well, out of game, they don't have like divine sense or a sense good and evil or anything like that. It's just like when it's out and they're looking at it and focused,
Mm,
they get the sense of
You
it.
get the willies.
the visual overwhelming of just its like the symbol on it.
Yeah, the aura of it, the abyss, like whipping out a radium dial or something. I don't know, get close enough to it.
Understood.
Mm, we'll talk more about your soul coins, since they seem so precious to you. I do hope you'll put on a good performance next. We've veered off topic for a fun day at the arena, she says in your voice.
Absolutely. Was not expecting this in any sense. But then again, what's the fun in expecting anything?
She gives a chastising, disappointed look to the card shark, who quickly shuffles back towards the gate. Speaks in a booming, boisterous voice that can be heard all around the arena somehow from some non-magical source. You're not sure how she does it, but she says, "The game is back on. Focus on the task. Let's have a good day. Blood and fury." Kind of hyping the crowd up. He gives another look back to you guys, changing her face once again into uh, a young girl before changing it into an old man, switching back and forth endlessly. And she jumps high into the air, seemingly effortlessly, back into her skybox.
Well, Silas is thoroughly confused because I was not around when the scroll was gotten, so I have no
Oh,
idea
sure.
what the fuck we're carrying.
Yeah, he's got like a fucking Chernobyl artifact he's carrying around with him just for the fun of it.
Is
Silas,
that
just so
scroll
you
from
know,
like a Jesus or some shit?
um,
You
One of those big
guys,
demons we fought?
no, it was before then because that was the same scroll that made Garibaldi a racist to halflings.
yeah.
What the fuck?
You don't
There
remember
was a
that?
big table of insanity, and he got like the funny one
I
just
think
pure by
we,
chance.
I think we might have
I
gotten it.
do remember that.
I think we got it at the Time Temple.
That,
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
you guys were
Okay.
deep in this crazy like cult lair
Time
of like
Temple.
this before you
Time temple.
Time
but they had a
Temple.
cult
Now I
lair with
remember.
it.
Yeah.
um, this was before you even know kind of what it was, and you were seeing all these symbols, and it was making you sick, and it was crazy like horror. And you found this scroll on it with some like truth on it. It's like very Cthulhu-esque. Drama aside, yes, you scared that guy really bad,
And we won.
and you won. You did. You won pretty good. The final test is a test of strength.
I
All
like it.
right.
I banish.
The crowd is pretty shocked. You hear quiet murmurings and sort of like little chaos and doubt and worry. They rarely see the lady, much less like interact with her in any meaningful sense other than seeing her in her skybox or in her great palace. But uh, having her directly interact and speak with you is quite an event.
Now we're
But
like persons of interest.
definitely, as you shift gears to the most fun event, test of strength, the crowd whips back into a frenzy. They cheer and cheer and cheer. Uh, Coming up from pulleys on the arena floor, you see four of these great scorpions, uh, not bigger than crossbows, like mounted crossbows meant for anti-personnel. They're huge and mounted in place, affixed with a great pine column, and they have this unbelievable rope that you have to pull taut to send an array of flying ballista bolts. Four little imps man them.
Quickly glancing, do I see our imp friend?
Yes, I wasn't gonna say it.
Aw.
Nobody saw. But nobody said anything. I wasn't gonna mention it, but yes. And he waves at you. He's like waving excitedly.
I'll wave back at him.
Hey. Hey. It's my
Man, I
friend.
was hoping to fight the automatons.
No.
Why not?
From the arena,
You mean the fucking Hellbrute? Hell no.
Yeah.
The two twin things?
Oh no,
No,
we get
the
to
thing
fight
from
the
round
brothers.
one that we watched murder
Uh,
that
No,
other
I was talking
thing.
about, I was talking about the two brothers.
That's
yes,
what we're
that is
doing.
true.
Look at the yarn on roll 20.
The automaton had his fight. Maybe you'll meet him again someday.
No, I thought
No,
the
no.
I'm thinking the two golem like brothers. That's what I'm thinking. So, all right.
They're undead.
Yeah, maybe. You don't know. Did you find
Yeah,
her?
they're fucking undead.
You don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
I know one when I see one.
Damn, so we don't get a short rest in between? Fuck me.
Negative.
Oh,
As you remember, the two brothers maybe they're undead, maybe they're not. You
Shut
don't
up,
know.
Carrot.
They're covered in wounds, scars, burns. Their bones are mangled, their flesh scorned. Their eyes show no emotion, simply watching in
I'm sure the boys are quite alive.
in, in the gray, recesses where their eyes are, lifeless and unmoving. And they maybe you don't know.
It's just Jesus.
One has a
Kind of
great.
like those eyes.
One has an unbelievably huge greatsword that it drags behind it slowly, its gait
Oh, boy.
affected by the weight and size of it. It's about as
Jeez, I'm
tall
so
as it
glad you
is.
said greatsword.
They're about 15 feet tall, and it is as big as it is. And the other one has a huge mace ball on a chain and is holding it in one hand. The ball looks like about as big as what would even be a fucking a target ball? It's a good size. You know those construction balls they slam into the
Yeah,
buildings?
a wrecking ball.
Wrecking ball. That's it. That's it. It's about a wrecking ball size. He holds it in his arms, and they walk out, and the crowd cheers. Woo! Any friendly, competitive words?
I'll bow before the fight.
I give him the middle finger and I said, "Bitch, I'll kill you again."
I'll look to my.
This is like the most boondocks thing. It's just fucking Riley and what's his name in the arena. You have me bowing to him, and then you just flipping him off like, "Come on, bitch!"
Like one of your party members is feral.
I'll look to the other three in the group with
You're
me
not hearing a no.
and kind of just ask them, "Y'all ready to groove?"
Oh, been ready.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this.
I'm all out of channel divinities to just instant murder them, which I think was partially Garrett's intention there.
They give polite nods as much as they can, which is very slight, to everyone but James. Pitch, you see their eyes, imperceptibly small, but they do seem annoyed with your tomfoolery.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
That tomfoolery.
Bring it on, bitch.
The imps are bouncing. They're raising their hands in the air. They're so excited. This is like their Super Bowl to be included in this. And they point the ballistas at you.
I whisper, "I'll fucking unprepare banish. I don't need that shit."
If you're not a hero with banish, you don't deserve to be a hero with all. I banish your criticism.
Yeah. Just start shouting banish in real life. Just everything I don't like.
The fight will start in earnest. The question is, do we want to do that now? I mean, we had a kind of short session, but a fight always takes forever.
I feel
This
this
would
one's
be
going
like
to take
another
the,
hour, but
Yeah.
you know.
I feel this
Yeah.
one's going to take the majority of a regular game.
But I mean,
Oh.
if people are tired, that's okay.
I would love a catch up session, but I don't think we're gonna get that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna crash soon. So
By God.
Well, you passed the test. Now all that's left is your own strength.
This
Is
is
some-
like whenever Goku spends like 3 episodes screaming, and then it's like, next time we fight, and you're like, bro, I want to fight now.
You gotta let them charge up to full power.
Yeah.
Okay, Vegeta.
Defeat the purpose of eating their ass.
Well, they're not undead, so they're ready. They're ready.
Shut up.
Now, see, that's where you're wrong there, John. Vegeta never threw somebody a sensu bean to let them get stronger.
Okay, see, you're going to sit there and act like Vegeta didn't go ahead and antagonize Cell to go absorb 18 as well. So he could.
That's
be purple.
true.
Yeah, okay,
He
I
is
don't want to
kind
hear
of an
that
evil
shit.
bitch, though.
You realize it was after that one time and him getting his ass completely reamed open like he was in a fucking dildo factory and being a sub, that every single time after that it was, nah, fuck that. They ain't no full power over here.
And then he gets his ass beat anyway, and then his 9-year-old that he didn't even raise, fucking Piccolo did, whips his ass.
Alrighty then. Since we can't go till 10:30 p.m., we'll call it there then.
No, I can't wait another week.
No.
I'm just so happy that Monk's deflect attacks are not just ranged attacks anymore. So it makes total sense whenever they swing a sword at me, I can deflect those attacks.
Basically,
You fucking catch it between two fingers.
Yeah, exactly.